Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to be giving you my post-match thoughts from Stenhousemuir against Motherwell. Now this match took place today, Sunday, 16th of August 2026, 2 PM kickoff, and I have got to be honest with you, this result is probably the biggest result I've ever seen Stenny get. So Premier Sports Cup last 16, Motherwell at Oakle View. Going into the tie, I was worried, quite worried, because you could see Motherwell are actually a really good team. But, oh my god, oh my word, I don't know how I actually still have a voice left, to be honest, because I had the amount of cheering and shouting we done in that last 5 minutes of extra time there. It was absolutely unreal, man. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, man. Like, honestly, I genuinely cannot believe it. I know a lot of folk don't take this tournament seriously, but see when you get to the last 16 and the quarter-final stages, then the semis, oh my god, it's actually unreal. It's actually unbelievable, and to think that we're just one game away from Hampden, like a semi-final at Hampden. So, in this match, summary from the game. What I think we did well, what we need to just work on a wee bit, and how this will help us kick forward into the season still. So, for those that aren't aware of me, if you've not been checking my socials, the full-time score was Stenhousemuir 1, Motherwell 0. Now this is absolutely massive for us, as I said. I could not believe it when we hit the net. We'd been trying and trying and trying all game, it just wouldn't work, and I was thinking it's going to be one of those days we get hit in the break and we lose. But O'Reilly in the 115th minute of extra time has won us the game in some style. So summary from the game was that I thought there was only one team that looked like they wanted to be out there, and that was Stenny. That was us. We looked like we wanted to be out there causing them bother, and it was a really enjoyable day. When you play them Premiership teams, sometimes it can get a little bit scrappy. The game can be a nothing game. But today, I'm going to try and get a bit closer to the camera, but today, really good game of football. Really entertaining. Sorry, I just got spots on my face there. I might look like something else from a distance, but it's just the spots on my face. Really good game. Somebody started superbly. Lined up in our normal formation, 3-5-2 or 3-4-1-2, whatever, 3-4-2-1. There's loads of variations you can play of this formation. And I've got to say, the start of the game was unreal. We were up for everything, winning first balls, winning second balls, trying to create stuff. My worry was that we wouldn't get off to a good start, but honestly, man, I just don't worry so much about games, because if my team are going to do that against a Premiership side, imagine how good we're going to be in the Championship. At first half, as I say, good start. We didn't really get any shots away in the first half, I don't think. We were getting forward, winning the ball back in really good areas, getting forward, not rushing the play. Nice fast-paced football, one touch football, moving it wide, and a lot of corners. Our corners were not too bad, or not great. Started off, deliveries weren't very good. They were always going to the front post and not beating the first man, or getting gathered up by the goalkeeper. So that was about the first half, with lots of good moves, just no end product, crosses in the box, save. Well, not save, just like claiming the crosses, really. That's about it, but I've got to say, I thought first half was excellent, really good work. And Motherwell had a chance on the edge, and former Stenny loanee, Ollie White, on the edge of the box with the volley. I'm like, don't you dare score for this, Ollie. Luckily it was right at DJ, though. It had a good bit of movement on it, though. It would have been hard to judge, because that could easily have been dropped by DJ. And then half time came, just sitting thinking, oh, if there's something that's negative about the game, is that the set plays have to improve. But if I'm going to be positive, then everything's good so far. Like the work rate to win the ball back, the fight to get it forward, and the moves we're pulling off is absolutely excellent. Second half comes, the game just turns in our favour. Well, it doesn't turn right in our favour, but this is when we start getting a few more chances and finding a bit of a weakness in them. maybe a wee bit of a slow start to the second half, but then got a wee foothold in it. It's hard to remember because it wasn't a game like full of chances. It was just a game full of like nervy wee moments. Motherwell had a couple of times, a couple of wee shots on the edge of the box. You don't know if it's going to creak in, but just creaked wide. Stenny started to get a few more chances as well. Obviously, because there was extra time in this game, it's hard to remember. It was 0-0 at the end of 90 minutes, obviously. Because there was extra time here, it was really hard to remember. But second half, we do have a really good couple of chances. Hodgkiss makes a really good run. I'm trying to remember where we won it from. I think we won it from a defensive area. Then we got it up. Hodgkiss, he's got a couple of players round him. Shinnie, I think maybe even Meekham was making his way in the box. Maybe even O'Donnell as well. But he goes himself. It's a decent shot. It's a decent save. And Stevenson just on, he's through. Well, he's not like through, but he's got a good bit of space. He takes a shot, good save of the keeper. And then this is probably chance of the game that if we didn't win this game, this is the chance I would have looked back at. Stevenson's running through, 2v1 at the back. Stevenson and O'Donnell wishes this like a young Motherwell defender, so like we've got the upper hand here. Stevenson, all he has to do is square it or just place it in the corner. He tries to lift the ball a wee bit and he's caught it horribly wrong and it's gone wide. I'm like, just pass it off. So I was thinking, if we didn't win this today, that's the chance you got to look back at. And then in the first half of extra time, Lewis O'Donnell does really well midfield, and now I thought this was in. Shot from about 20 yards. Curling effort going, looks like it's going in, hits the post, and because it hit the inside the post, looks like it bounced in, but it bounced out, and I was like, yes, but then I was like, oh no, it's not in. Then towards the end, we were pushing a wee bit, a header from Buchanan, and then Sam Young, header right at the keeper. So a lot of things were right at the keeper, corners, headers. So, yeah. But Motherwell didn't really cause us any ball today, I thought. They didn't go full strength on us, but they didn't go weak on us. They had a couple of players that don't usually play in the team, like I think they had 3 academy players in there, but a lot of other experienced players in there as well, so we cannot say we've beaten a B side. We've not. We've beaten a really good Motherwell side. So I'm buzzing, and I might not sound it, but I'm absolutely buzzing. Now I'm trying to concentrate with the video, but I'm buzzing, man. Like, I'm so happy. Like, this is the biggest win I've seen Stenny get, like, ever, I think. We beat St Johnstone in this tournament in the group stages a few years ago when they were in the Premiership, but this is bigger. It's a knockout game, and I know we've had promotion games, but I mean, for a big result against a bigger team, this is one of them. They'll get the game against Morton last year is up there as well, so really good time to support this club. I'm so proud of them. Like, I'm so proud of these players. So I think what went well today was that we dug in deep. We didn't give up. Even if Motherwell were going forward, we found the last bit of energy to just get the ball back. We always seemed to win the ball in good areas of the pitch. We never rushed forward. We just took it as it was going to go along. We defended really well. Communication-wise was really good. There was bits we could have got better at, but not everything's going to be perfect, really. And because you're playing Motherwell as well, they're going to be pushing for it. So, as I think we did well, we created a lot, we made a lot of space for ourselves, we found good areas to get into, won the ball back, as I say, lots of really good passing, and a few stuff can be worked on, but as I say, nothing's perfect, not everything's perfect, so take a lot out of this game. A lot of these positives in this game, and getting into those areas to win the set pieces as well, and how did we win that set piece, what could we do better with that set piece next time, that's basically it. So next thing is what we need to do a wee bit better. I think what we need to do better is there was a couple, I mean, I might sound a bit harsh here, but there's a couple of times just leaving too many gaps. I'm like, you don't want to leave them space now, because if they've got space, they can drive into it, and they probably will go and score, because it's just the luck that we've got. Oh, sorry, I didn't even mention the goal from Stenny here. Throw in from Meekin, flicked on, I think it might have been Aitken, and O'Reilly got in front of his man, and he tucked it away in the corner, so really good finish. Then the subs ran right over the corner flag. I generally forgot there about the goal. I was too busy talking about the chances because I mentioned about how big the goal was at the start and all that. So yeah, to get better, just stop leaving so many big gaps. I know I think harsh, it's quite a silly wee thing to be mentioning, but it's a thing that could catch out in future if we don't start to stop doing it. Just what else I think we need to get better at? We need to try and it's hard though to say what we need to get better at, but we need to try and do more with the set plays like we do, because there's been a so different setup to set plays this year. The last couple of years we've had balls in the box from quality players, Matty Yates, Adam Brown, but they're past it now. And even last season we still had a good threat from corners, but this season I've not seen a good threat from a corner. We've got no height in there, because Buchanan was off the bench today for the last 10 minutes of normal time, then plus the 30 and extra time, so he played 40 minutes. Good for him though, to be fair. So we need to try and work on something to get better at our set plays, balls in the box as well. But I think it's going to come, as I said, with the gaps, leaving the too many gaps. I think from set plays we're hitting the counter attack, we're only leaving one back against two. We need to try and get back a wee bit quicker, so just need to get it back a wee bit quicker, but it's just minor things that can be fixed easily going into the championship. If that had been a championship game today, no matter who it was in the league, I reckon we would have taken that. Because it's just like, yeah. So, as I say, really, really happy with that win. Like, I could not believe it when we scored, and I could not believe it at full time, as you would have heard on my YouTube and the TikTok. If you're not on the watch, please do. So the final thing I'm going to talk about is how I think this game's going to help us push forward. So there's only one negative though, is that we had to play in extra time and we're a part-time club. So these players have got work tomorrow. Motherwell have got training. We've got work. They've got training. So yeah, that's a wee bit of a pain. And our next game is 6 days, Queen's Park away. You don't really know too much. I don't really know too much about them, if I'm going to be honest with you. Their manager, Sean Crichton, who's our former captain, was there today checking us out. I think he'll be trying to get his team told on how we play. But if I was him, I'd really be. I think I'd be struggling if I was him to just try and find a way, because we can change it. There'll be moments where we do this move, then the next moment we do this move. So Bartley's got us playing some nice wee fancy stuff, but also really good stuff. Take us forward, that we know we can compete. Like if we put in the full effort, we know we can compete with these good teams, even in the Championship. Thistle, Arbroath, Livingston, no easy teams by the way. It shows we can compete when we put full effort in, and it shows we can get goals after trying, and it shows we can keep a clean sheet against a Premier League side, which is absolutely unbelievable. So, but the main thing I'm still worried about is just consistency though, because the Championship, you have to be so consistent. I keep saying it, but there's nothing that we need to worry about just now. We need to worry about this result in the next round. So the next round, quarterfinals, one game from Hampden. We've been drawn at home to Heart of Midlothian. Difficult stuff. But if we play like how we did today, the fight, the desire, the energy, the atmosphere was so good today, I don't think we'll have a problem against Hearts. It'll be a much more difficult game. I think Hearts are better than Motherwell. If they were playing Hearts last season, we would have absolutely no chance. But we're at home, plastic pitch. We set up in a way that it's hard for teams to break us down. Motherwell found that hard today. They had to try find gaps in us, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. So see how it goes. It's getting played on the weekend of the 12th of September, so the 12th or the 13th it will get played on. Looking forward to it, but I'll obviously keep you guys updated sooner, like closer to the time. We've still got a couple of championship, we've still got about 3 championship games we need to play before that, so I can't wait for that. Quarterfinals, one game away from Hampden, as I say, and it'll be really good. So anyway guys, that's me for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share my channel to people that don't know my channel but maybe they'll be interested in it. I want to say thank you for your support. It's been absolutely brilliant. Already sitting on 245 guys. Can we get to 250 by the end of this month? Please make it happen. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm so glad with that win. I know I've been mentioning it so much, but just the way we done it was so good. It's so pleasing to see. So keep going, Stenny. Absolutely brilliant. Love supporting this team, man. They're so good. So happy. Come on! And I would never have thought that was going to happen. But that's why it's cup football and you never know what can happen. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers and goodbye for now. Come on, Steady!